presented by GYBN and Go4Biodiv. Please, you have the floor. 5 minutes if possible.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, for the opportunity to share with you our position. We stand here together with almost half of the world's population, represent youth that have shown responsibility for their own future. We are leading conservation projects in schools and in our communities. We volunteer for environmental organizations, we study and research in order to deepen our understanding of biodiversity. We lobby governments to push for strong leadership on environmental issues. Clearly, the will to conserve biodiversity is very strong among youth.
We are sharing our on-ground experiences, discussing challenges, building solutions, and we understand that it is not easy to reach consensus. But with cooperation, we can still protect our biodiversity. Having spent the last days at the Go4Biodiv nature camp at Hyderabad, we youth messengers, representing various marine and coastal heritage sites from across the world, have worked on the most immediate issue of conserving coastal and marine biodiversity for sustaining lives and livelihoods. Of all biodiversity, we feel the most urgent need to conserve coastal and marine biodiversity, for not only does half of the world's population live in coastal areas, but this biodiversity loss has profound impacts on our lives and livelihoods. We urge for strong legal regulations and their effective enforcement. As young people, we feel the need to conserve biodiversity resources even before they near depletion. Therefore, we emphasize the importance of precautionary principle for the sustainable use of marine resources. We have a strong connection with biodiversity, and we urge for fair and equitable sharing of benefits arising from the use of coastal and marine biodiversity assets and their related traditional knowledge through transparent and participative mechanisms which respect values and traditions.
We felt the need to unite our voices and to strengthen our position so that we can be heard and respected by you. We aim to raise awareness on the measurable value of biodiversity and to provide youth with a unique platform for collaboration and training. However, our contribution must go beyond serving just as nice decorations for political purposes. We have the right to be treated as equals, and our opinions and positions should be taken seriously. We are very grateful that you officially acknowledge the importance of youth participation in Decision 5.4 on stakeholder engagement, but it is necessary that you fully involve us in all decision-making processes on all levels. We want you to support the creation of independent national youth delegations and provide for capacity building, as well as establishing a voluntary fund to ensure the participation of youth from all around the globe. We recognize the massive funding gap for global biodiversity conservation in general and for the implementation of the strategic plan and its 20 arch targets in particular. We therefore call upon all parties to significantly scale up their national and international biodiversity funding commitments to a level that ensures the full implementation of the strategic plan. We strongly
actions. We as the youth are already committed to biodiversity conservation around the world. We are the change we all want to see in the world. We urge you to join us. Thank you.
I think that was very, very encouraging for us, and we will definitely take this